What if you could take a cable car ride with breathtaking mountain views, and then walk through the streets of the most enchanting village you've ever seen, all in a single day? In Austria, this is not just possible, it's a way of life. Whether you're planning your next adventure or just curious about Austria, stay with me. We'll explore fun facts about Austria and then dive into its towering peaks, charming villages, and crystal clear lakes. Fun facts about Austria. Austria is the birthplace of the world's first postcard, sent in 1869, showcasing its pioneering spirit. This innovative streak is mirrored in its commitment to sustainability, with 75% of the country's electricity generated from hydropower. Austria's landscapes are not only breathtaking, but also preserved through its leadership in organic farming, a testament to its dedication to protecting its environment. Culinary traditions are another highlight of Austrian culture. The Wiener Schnitzel, a national favorite, embodies simplicity and comfort, while the iconic Apfelstrudel reflects Austria's passion for crafting delightful desserts. The country has also produced global icons like Arnold Schwarzenegger, whose rise from the small village of Thal to worldwide fame exemplifies Austria's spirit of ambition. Austria's intellectual contributions are profound, with Sigmund Freud revolutionizing our understanding of the mind. Its cultural heritage, however, reaches its pinnacle with Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Born in Salzburg, his timeless music continues to resonate across the world, solidifying Austria as a cradle of artistic brilliance and cultural influence. The best places in Austria. Hallstatt. Nestled between towering Alps and the glassy waters of Lake Hallstatt lies one of Europe's oldest continuously inhabited settlements. This ancient salt mining town dates back to 7000 BCE, when prehistoric Celtic cultures first discovered the precious mineral in the mountains. The town's wealth came from its white gold, salt mines that brought immense riches throughout medieval times. The Hallstatt culture, spanning from 800 to 400 BCE, was so significant that archaeologists named an entire Iron Age period after it. The town's iconic wooden houses seem to defy gravity, clinging to the steep mountainside in a dramatic display of Alpine architecture. Space was so precious that until the 19th century, graves could only be used for 10 to 12 years before bones were exhumed, carefully painted, and stored in the bone house of St. Michael's Chapel. Lake Hallstatt itself is a natural wonder, formed by glaciers during the last ice age. Its crystal-clear waters reflect the surrounding mountains like a mirror, creating postcard-perfect views that have made it one of Austria's most photographed locations. Vienna. A city that seamlessly blends imperial grandeur with modern innovation. The Habsburgs ruled their empire from here for over 600 years, leaving behind the magnificent Schönbrunn Palace with its 1,441 rooms and Baroque gardens. The Ringstrasse, a grand boulevard completed in 1865, encircles the historic center, featuring the neo-Gothic City Hall, Parliament, and Natural History Museum. At the heart lies St. Stephen's Cathedral, its south tower soaring 137 meters in the air. The Spanish Riding School, founded in 1565, still preserves classical dressage with Lipizan horses performing in the Baroque winter riding school. The city's coffee houses, like Café Central, aren't just places to drink coffee. They're institutions where intellectuals have gathered for centuries. Mozart, Beethoven, and Strauss created masterpieces that earned Vienna the title the City of Music. The Hundertwasserhaus stands as a colorful rebellion against straight lines with uneven floors and trees growing from windows. UNESCO declared the entire historic center a World Heritage Site, recognizing it as a unique blend of architectural styles from Gothic to Art Nouveau. Krimml Waterfalls. Austria's highest waterfall cascades down 3 spectacular tiers, dropping 380 meters from the Krimml River. The falls were formed during the last ice age, when glaciers carved out the Krimml Valley. At the highest tier, water plunges 140 meters, creating a thunderous display of raw power. The middle fall adds another 100 meters to the descent, while the lower fall completes the journey with a 140-meter drop. The volume of water varies significantly throughout the year. In summer, up to 5.6 cubic meters per second crash down the cliffs, while winter sees a much gentler flow. A well-maintained trail built in 1879 leads visitors through spraying mist to various viewing platforms. The waterfall spray creates a unique microclimate, supporting rare plants and mosses. Scientific studies have shown that the fine water particles in the air have therapeutic effects, particularly for respiratory conditions. From the highest viewing point, visitors can see the glaciers of the Krimml Valley that feed these magnificent falls. Salzburg. The birthplace of Mozart sits gracefully beneath medieval fortifications, crowned by the imposing Hohensalzburg Fortress, Europe's largest fully preserved castle. Built in 1077, it has never been conquered by foreign troops. The historic center, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, showcases Baroque architecture with its magnificent cathedral and numerous churches. The Getreidegasse, Salzburg's most famous shopping street, retains its medieval charm with ornate guild signs and narrow passageways. Mozart's birthplace at number 9 stands as a yellow building, now a museum housing his childhood violin. The Mirabell Palace and Gardens, featured in The Sound of Music, exemplify Baroque landscaping at its finest. Hidden beneath the Mengsberg mountain lies a network of passages and bunkers, remnants of World War II that protected citizens during air raids. The city's name, meaning Salt Castle, comes from the barges that once transported salt along the Salzach River, bringing wealth that funded the city's architectural splendor. Wachau Valley. A stunning 30-kilometer stretch of the Danube River between Melk and Krems, where medieval castles crown hillsides and centuries-old vineyards create a patchwork across steep terraces. The valley has been producing wine since Roman times, particularly known for its crisp Grüne Veltliner and Riesling varieties. Dürnstein's castle ruins, where Richard the Lionheart was once imprisoned, stand as a reminder of the region's rich history. The Blue Tower of Dürnstein's Baroque church is an iconic landmark along the river. In spring, the valley's apricot trees burst into pink blossoms, while autumn paints the vineyards in golden hues. UNESCO recognized this cultural landscape for its preservation of medieval architecture and traditional wine cultivation. Melk Abbey, a massive Baroque monastery, watches over the valley's western entrance. Its library holds 100,000 volumes, including medieval manuscripts. Ancient stone walls supporting the terraced vineyards, some dating back 1,000 years, demonstrate the region's long wine-growing tradition. Werfen Castle. Perched dramatically atop a 113-meter cliff, Werfen Castle has guarded the Salzach Valley since 1077. Built by Archbishop Gebhard during the bitter investiture controversy, this medieval fortress served as both a military base and a prison. Its distinctive cone-shaped towers and fortified walls make it one of Europe's best-preserved medieval castles. The castle gained fame as a hunting retreat and today hosts Austria's first falconry museum, continuing a tradition of falconry that dates back centuries. Daily flight demonstrations showcase birds of prey soaring against the backdrop of the Berchtesgaden Alps. The castle's dungeons tell darker tales. Its most notorious prisoner was Archbishop Adalbert III, held there for 3 months in 1198. The fortress has appeared in several films including Where Eagles Dare and The Man in the High Castle. From its courtyard, visitors can see 5 mountain ranges, while its weapons collection displays medieval warfare technology. A unique feature is the mechanical defense system, huge wooden logs that could be released to roll down the steep access pathway, crushing approaching enemies. Zillertal. A pristine Alpine town nestled between Lake Zell and the Hochosterwitz Mountains, creating one of Austria's most picturesque settings. The emerald-colored lake was formed by glaciers during the last ice age, reaching depths of 69 meters. The medieval town center dates back to 1280, with its iconic St. Hippolyte's Church rising from a small peninsula that juts into the lake. During summer, the lake's temperature reaches a pleasant 24 degrees Celsius, making it a haven for swimmers and sailors. The Schmittenhohe Mountain, rising 2,000 meters above the town, offers 77 kilometers of ski runs in the winter. A historic cogwheel train, built in 1927, climbs the mountain, providing panoramic views across 30 alpine peaks. The lake never freezes completely due to underwater springs, creating an unusual microclimate. In winter, the town becomes a natural stadium surrounded by snow-capped peaks reflected in the dark waters. Graz. Austria's second-largest city blends Renaissance splendor with modern innovation. The medieval Old Town, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, features the largest preserved historical center in Central Europe. The Schlossberg, a former fortress hill, dominates the cityscape with its iconic clock tower surviving Napoleon's attempts to destroy the castle in 1809. Below spreads a sea of red-tiled roofs and Renaissance courtyards. The Kunsthaus, known as the Friendly Alien, appears like a blue bubble floating above traditional buildings, a bold statement of contemporary architecture. The Marinsel, an artificial island made of steel and glass, forms a floating platform in the Mur River. Graz earned its UNESCO City of Design status through this bold mixing of old and new. The Eggenberg Palace stands as a masterpiece of Baroque architecture, its 365 windows matching the days of the year. The farmers' market at Kaiser Josefplatz has been operating since 1885, showcasing the region's reputation as Austria's culinary capital. Grossglockner. The highest peak in Austria towers at 3,798 meters above sea level, dominating the Hochosterwitz range with its distinctive pyramid shape. The mountain was first conquered in 1800, marking a milestone in Alpine climbing history. Beneath its summit, the Pasterze Glacier, Austria's largest, stretches for 8.4 kilometers, though it's rapidly retreating due to climate change. The Grossglockner High Alpine Road, an engineering marvel built in 1935, snakes through 48 kilometers of high-altitude terrain, featuring 36 hairpin turns. The road reaches Kaiser Franz Josefs Höhe, offering spectacular views of the glacier and mountain. The area hosts diverse alpine wildlife, including ibexes, marmots, and golden eagles. The mountain's name comes from its bell-like shape, Glocke meaning bell in German. Multiple glaciers surround the peak, creating a landscape of eternal ice and snow. The mountain's weather is notoriously unpredictable. The summit is often shrouded in clouds, while strong winds can reach up to 200 kilometers per hour. Melk Abbey. Perched high above the Danube River, this massive Benedictine monastery represents the height of Baroque architectural splendor. Founded in 1089, the current abbey was built in the early 18th century, showcasing the wealth and power of the Habsburg Empire. Its most stunning feature is the library, containing 100,000 volumes, including 2,000 priceless medieval manuscripts. The Abbey Church dazzles with its 64-meter-high dome and twin towers, while its interior features intricate frescoes and gold leaf decorations. The Marble Hall, with its stunning trompe-l'oeil ceiling, creates an illusion of infinite space. Seven courtyards divide the Abbey complex, which spans an impressive 325 meters from end to end. The monastery's terrace offers panoramic views of the Wachau Valley and Danube below. The Benedictine monks still maintain their presence here, running a prestigious school that dates back to the 12th century. The Abbey's spiral staircase, known as the Emperor's Staircase, features a unique architectural design where people ascending and descending never meet. Saalbach Hinterglemm. A premier ski resort nestled in the Glemmental Valley, known as one of Austria's largest ski areas since the merger with Fieberbrunn and Zell am See. The interconnected slopes offer 270 kilometers of ski runs, serviced by 70 modern lifts. In summer, the area transforms into a mountain biking paradise with 400 kilometers of marked trails, earning its nickname Home of Lessig, Home of Coolness. The valley features two historic villages, Saalbach with its traditional Tyrolean architecture and Hinterglemm, known for its family-friendly atmosphere. The region pioneered ski tourism in the 1930s and hosted the Alpine Ski World Championships in 1991. A unique feature is the Ski Circus, a network of slopes and lifts that allows skiers to make a complete circuit of the valley. Modern snowmaking systems covered 90% of the slopes, ensuring reliable snow conditions from December to April. The area's highest peak, the Schafberg, reaches 2,097 meters and offers spectacular views across the Kitzbühel Alps. Innsbruck. Twice the host of the Winter Olympics, this Tyrolean capital sits dramatically between towering alpine peaks. The medieval Old Town features the Golden Roof, built in 1500 with 2,657 fire-gilded copper tiles for Emperor Maximilian I to observe festivals. The Hofburg Palace represents 500 years of Habsburg rule, while the Baroque Cathedral of St. James holds a masterpiece, the Madonna and Child by Lucas Cranach the Elder. The Bergisel ski jump, redesigned by Zaha Hadid, stands as a modern architectural icon against ancient mountains. The Nordkette cable car, also designed by Hadid, takes visitors from the city center to 2,256 meters in just 20 minutes. Innsbruck's Imperial Court Church houses the empty tomb of Maximilian I, surrounded by 28 remarkable bronze statues of Habsburg rulers. The city uniquely blends urban sophistication with immediate alpine access. You can ski in the morning and attend an opera in the evening. St. Gilgen. This picturesque village on the shores of Lake Wolfgang is often called Mozart Village, though Wolfgang Amadeus never visited. His mother was born here, and his sister Naneri later lived in the village. The lake's crystal-clear waters reflect the surrounding Salzkammergut Mountains, creating breathtaking alpine views. The Zwölferhorn cable car, operating since 1957, carries visitors up 1,522 meters for panoramic views across the lakes and the Dachstein Glacier. The village's center maintains its authentic charm with colorfully painted houses and traditional wooden balconies adorned with geraniums. The Mozart Square features a fountain dedicated to the composer's mother, while the nearby Mozart House displays family history. Lake Wolfgang's waters remain surprisingly warm well into autumn due to thermal springs, making it popular for swimming and boating. Schladming. A former mining town transformed into one of Austria's premier ski destinations, nestled at the foot of the Plansee mountain. The area features 4 interconnected mountains, Plansee, Hochwürzen, Hauserkaibling, and Reiteralm, offering 123 kilometers of ski runs linked by 44 lifts. The town gained international recognition, hosting the Alpine Ski World Championships in 1982 and 2013. Night skiing on Plansee's illuminated slopes is a unique attraction, with the floodlit run being one of Europe's longest at 6.5 kilometers. In summer, the region becomes a mountain biking mecca with over 500 kilometers of trails. The historic town center dates back to 1322 and retains its medieval character, with the old town hall still standing as a testament to its mining heritage. The Dachstein Glacier looms above, providing year-round skiing opportunities and spectacular views from its skywalk platform. Plansee. Nestled in the heart of Austria's Lake District, this charming town is named after its crescent-shaped lake, which means Moon Lake. The town's landmark is the 15th century St. Michael's Basilica, famous for its Gothic architecture and as the filming location for the wedding scene in The Sound of Music. The lake, formed by glaciers during the last ice age, stretches for 11 kilometers and reaches depths of 68 meters. Its waters are among the warmest in the Salzkammergut region, reaching 27 degrees Celsius in the summer. The surrounding mountains, including the distinctive Drachenwand dragon wall, create a natural amphitheater around the lake. The town's history dates back to 748, when Benedictine monks founded a monastery here, bringing prosperity through agriculture and scribal work. Today, the former monastery houses a museum showcasing ancient artifacts and manuscripts. The lake's pristine waters attract sailors and windsurfers, while its shores feature well-preserved prehistoric pile dwellings recognized by UNESCO as World Heritage Sites. Heiligenblut. A pilgrimage village dramatically positioned at the foot of Austria's highest peak, Grossglockner, at an altitude of 1,288 meters. The village gets its name, Holy Blood, from a legend about a Danish knight who brought a flask of Christ's blood here in 914. The Gothic St. Vincent's Church, with its slender spire reaching toward the mountains, houses this sacred relic. The church's position on a small hill against the backdrop of Grossglockner creates one of Austria's most photographed scenes. The village serves as the southern gateway to the famous Grossglockner High Alpine Road, which was built between 1930 and 1935. The Pasterze Glacier, Austria's longest, is visible from the village. In winter, the area offers 55 kilometers of ski runs, while summer brings hikers exploring the Hochosterwitz National Park. Now that we've uncovered Austria's incredible treasures, from the breathtaking heights of its alpine peaks to the charm of its enchanting villages, it's your turn to decide which of these amazing experiences would you explore first. If Austria's wonders have inspired you, don't forget to subscribe for more adventures from around the world. Until next time, Dankeschön, thank you in German, and I'll see you in the next video.